Hello everybody, UUPSIE here. So while I was doing A for Effort, I came to the realization that I don't really play that many survivors and hunters, so I thought, it would be fun making a tier list video now before doing a lot of A for Effort, and then once I'm done, I do the tier list again after playing most of the characters. Anyways, I know these tier list videos are overdone, but I don't care. Also, sorry if you hear me chewing. I'm eating sushi right now. Oh, okay, so first, lucky guy. Also, I'm gonna rename these tier lists. I'm gonna rename this one to... Okay, shit, I just dropped my chopstick. Super fun to play and actually viable. Pretty fun to play. Maybe not super viable, but okay. Either strong or fun, one or the other, but not both. Pretty weak, and the playstyle doesn't make up for it. And then D will just be not fun or powerful at all, just a shitty character. Okay, and yes, by the way, to get this out in the open, I'm basing this tier list on their gameplay, not the character itself. If I was basing it off the character itself, this tier list would be very different. Anyways, lucky guy, as I was saying, I think he's fine. He's basically a combination of every single character anyways, so it's kind of hard to rank him. I would say orange. Doctor. Doctor recently got this buff where, if I'm remembering this correctly, when she gets chip damage, she gets like a super fast speed boost, which I think is a little overpowered. I don't think she should have gotten that buff. Overpowered buff aside, I think she's fine. I used to actually kind of main her at one point, but the reason I stopped is simply because she's kind of boring. I feel like that's an unpopular opinion, but like literally her entire thing is just healing. There's not really anything unique or special to her. I'm putting her in the middle because she's pretty strong. She's like a good character to use, but she's just not super fun. Lawyer. He's underrated. I'm just gonna say that. He's a fast decoder, like a decently fast decoder, and he doesn't have like the vaulting or pallet throwing debuff that Mind's Eye has. I would put him in the same rank as Doctor because he's a good character, just not that like fun to play. Thief, another unpopular opinion. I actually think he's really fun to play. I don't play him that much because I'm just bad at him, but I played him a little bit before his buff in order to get full deduction on him. I don't fucking know what that was. Anyways, I played him a little bit before. Can Realtek shut the fuck up? I played him a little bit before his buff, actually. I got full deduction on him, which clearly means something because like I had to play him to get full deduction, and yeah, he was fun to play. Definitely not the strongest, but fun to play. I'll put him up here. Gardener. My friend actually tells me that I'm good at Gardener. I do not believe it. I think I'm really shitty at her. She can be fun though. When you pull off good rescues or like destroy the chair at just the right time or whatever, it's so satisfying. It's hard to do, but when you do it, it's like the best feeling ever. I'm actually gonna put I'm gonna put them on the same level as Lawyer because even though there are some rare instances of super satisfying games with her, her fun games are less consistent, usually more miss than hit. Leo, I do not think he's fun to play. He's weak, but then again, oh shit. Then again, I don't really know how to play him. Fun fact, when I first joined IDV, Leo is literally the reason I hated Hunter. Like, I was a Survivor main, never played Hunter, which it's the opposite now. I'm more of a Hunter main. But I hated Leo. Magician, I think he's super fun. It's really fun to do little whammies on the Hunters, so I'll put him up here actually. He's a really good character. Explorer. I main him too. I've mentioned this in a previous video, but I'm trying to get an S badge for him, so yeah, super fun to play. Is he the strongest? Not really. But then again, neither is Magician. Explorer, if he just got one buff, I think he would be a really strong character. Like, if he got a buff that removed his trail when he was tiny or something, I think he would be... Oh my god, will this thing shut up? Anyways, I don't remember what I was saying, so I'm just gonna move on. Oh my god! Okay, I disabled notifications, hopefully that stops it. Okay, I'm gonna start speed running through this list because there's a lot more characters than I thought, and I'm never gonna get through them all at this rate. Mercenary, overpowered, and also kind of boring to play, so I'm putting here. Coordinator, literally her entire ability is just her gun. That can easily be countered with excitement, so she seems kind of like a useless character to me. Is she the worst? I don't know. That might be overstretching it, but she's pretty boring in my opinion. Mech, I think she's fun. She's a good decoder. She's strong. Only thing I don't like about her is that it like gives me a headache playing her sometimes because you have to constantly be switching between you and the bot. So I'll put her in middle. Forward, I think he's really fun. He's kind of overpowered. I'm bad at playing him, but otherwise fun. I'll put him up here. I feel like I'll like him more once I get better at him. Joker, ever since his new buff, I think he's a lot more fun. I've been playing him more recently. I think he deserved to have that buff. For some clarification, if you don't know what his buff is, basically he can see his objects better, and he also can equip them faster, which he really needed that. Ripper, I think he's super boring. His ability's lame, and half of the time it doesn't even aim correctly. That could just be me being sucky at Ripper, but overall, I never have that fun with him, so yeah. Bane, he's super awesome. Hook hitbox is really weird and finicky, but otherwise awesome. I'm gonna put him there. Actually, wait, before we continue, I'm gonna rename these boxes because these aren't really reflective of my thing. I'm gonna rate. Okay, there. I think that better reflects my tier chart. Okay, let's continue. Violetta. The way her ability works, the gradual regen of webs, I find it very annoying, but otherwise, she's fun, so I'm putting her up there. Mind's Eye, boring as hell. Basically, her entire ability is just decoding fast. I wouldn't say she's as bad as Coordinator, though, because Coordinator, her entire ability can be destroyed with one excitement. Mind's Eye, on the other hand, she doesn't really have that easy of encounter. And when you can kite with her, it's a very satisfying kite because she's hard to kite with. So I'm not putting her at the very bottom, but she's still pretty low. Geisha, as I mentioned before, she's actually one of the few hunters I main, so she's definitely going up here. I think she's pretty strong. Her playstyle's fun. The only thing I would change is that her butterflies can be very finicky. They'll go through certain objects and then won't go through others. But other than that, she's fine. Priestess is fun. She's a little overpowered, but still fun to play, so I'll put her up there. Haster, I'm gonna be real with you. I think he's weak. I feel like people would disagree with me on that, but his abilities hitbox is really shitty. The only thing he has good going for him is that he has a really good long hit, but other than that, he's like a crappy character. I guarantee if he did not have a better long hit, nobody would play him. That being said, he's not the worst, but not the best. Perfumer, overpowered, but she's still fun. I'm putting her up here. Cowboy, I'm really shit at him. That's all I have to say. Mid, he's mid. Wu Chang, I suck at, and I think he's boring. I do not like him. I wouldn't. Is he the worst though? No. Female dancer, same case with Wu Chang. I suck at her, and she's kind of meh. She doesn't really have much going for her. Her little spinny buff was fun. I like that little spinny that she got, but at the same time, it's overpowered, and I think it's unfair, so I'm keeping her down here. Joseph, his games are just long and boring, and he's super easy to kite anyways. He's not that strong of a character to begin with. So, I'll put him mid. I don't think he's the most boring in the world to play, but Seer, I actually like playing Seer a lot. I think he's fun, and it's really satisfying getting instant owls, so there. Mad Eyes. I like his ability, but other than that, he's complete shit. He's not unenjoyable to play. He's a fun character to play, but the problem is that he's so weak that it's frustrating, if that makes any sense. The concept behind it is fun. Actually applying it in games, it's a nightmare. So am I putting him in the bottom? Yes. Do I wish that wasn't the case? Also yes. I don't think he's a bad character. I just think he's too weak to be even viable. Aesop, he's not weak. He's not overpowered either. He's just boring as shit. Dream Witch. I haven't played a ton of her, so I don't know what to really garner her as. I think she's fine. It's kind of hard to function using her, though, and the names of the followers get a bit mixed up. So I'm gonna put her in mid, because similar to Mad Eyes, the concept behind her is fun, but the way NetEase goes about doing her ability is a little meh. Prospector, I suck at him. I think his ability is weird. I'm putting him in the bottom. Patricia, I main her, so definitely at the top. I think she's fun. Is she a little strong? Sometimes, yes, but I think it's fine. She's okay. Exploit, I think he's decent. Okay, he's really annoying to go against, but we're not judging that here, so I don't know. I think I've only played as Exploit like twice, and both times I didn't really get a ton of enjoyment out of it. I guess I'll put him there. Wildling. I don't even own him, but like the one time I played him, he was super fun, so I'm putting him all the way up here. Lucino. Similar to Robbie, I've like never played him. In fact, I've played Lucino less than Robbie. I think I've only played Lucino like once. So, also down here. Acrobat. He's pretty powerful. I don't know. I don't own him either. I'll put him in mid. Jose. His ability is overpowered. And there's not really much you have to do to be good at Jose. Like, literally, all you do is click a button a few times and it fucks with the hunter. But is it funny fucking with the hunter? Yes. So I'm gonna put him up here. Mary, I'm bad at aiming her mirrors, but I still think she's fun. I'll put her up here, but I feel like that's gonna be subject to change. Barmaid, I do not like playing Barmaid. I think she's boring, and I don't know why, but I hate her walk cycle animation, so whatever, down there. Bonbon. I've actually been enjoying him a lot lately. I didn't think I'd be enjoying him as much as I am, but he's actually really fun. Postman, he's just a funny character to me. I'm gonna be real with you. He's like an inside joke between me and my friends, so that just automatically, by default, makes him better in my eyes. Is he strong? No, not really. Does he have any interesting abilities? No, not really. But is he funny? Yes, so I'm putting him up here. Anne. I love Anne. She's one of my mains. I think she's fun and she's pretty strong, so yeah. Andrew. I don't ever play him. I own him and I have a nice A skin for him, but I never play him. Why? I have no idea. I think it's just because he's boring. Eh. Basically, all you do is run faster, but this time there's different animation where you're in the ground. I don't know. I'm gonna put him up here. Luca. He's fine. I mean, he's fine. I guess I'll put him middle. Antonio, I've only ever played him once, and I got a 4K when I played him, so I'm not. I don't know, he's fine. He's good. He's fun. He's just kind of weak, I guess. Melly. I love Melly. She's actually pretty cool. I don't know, I'll put her up there. I recently got her a accessory, which automatically makes her better in my eyes. Galatea. I will say, she is more boring than Bonbon. Is she boring, period? No, I don't actually think Galatea is a boring character to play, but I'm more sucky at her than Bonbon, and she's less enjoyable than Bonbon, so she's going there. Edgar. I don't own him. I think I've only played him once. I mean, he doesn't seem weak by any means, so I don't think he warrants being down here. I guess I'll put him in mid. Percy, I think he's really fun to play. I love Percy, and the fact that I don't own him is ridiculous at this point. Although he is weak, I will put him at the top because he is such a fun character that it makes up for it. Batter. My friend says I'm really good at Batter. I would politely disagree. But he is still fun nonetheless, so put him up there. Breaking Wheel. I fucking love the Breaking Wheel. He's the reason I started playing Hunter, and I played him so much to the point where I'm actually sick of him. Like, I don't hate playing him. I will play the Breaking Wheel, but like, I played him religiously, man. He is so much fun. Definitely at the very top here. Like, he is the best. And I know he can be hard to get used to, but once you get used to him, it's lots of fun. Annie, I think she's really fun too. A lot of people don't play her, which confuses me because she's been treated well by NetEase, so it's like, why not play a character that's been treated well? Naiad, I've only played her like once. Again, fishy lady, where should she go? I know she's alright. Ada, I think she's so boring, so stupid. I don't hate Ada the character, but like her ability, they're so boring. It's like Doctor, but 10 times worse because you can only heal once with your ability, and you get hurt when you do it, so it's like, there's no enjoyment out of it. And her stress ability, you don't even click anything. It happens automatically, so there's zero skill being put into that. Overall, she's just a boring character. Emil, Even though I think he's weak, he is fun to play, so I'm definitely putting him way higher than Ada. Wax Artist. I did go for his A tier, so this is gonna sound a bit shocking, but I don't know, I don't like him that much. Mainly, not really because of his ability itself, but rather because of how finicky his controls are. Whenever I play Wax Artist, it just doesn't feel right. That could just be because I'm bad at shooters, but either way, I've heard complaints about his controls, so I'm still keeping him relatively low. Orpheus, I think he's really fun, mainly because you get to swap with the hunter, and I remember when that first happened, I was laughing my ass off because it was so unexpected. So I'm gonna put him up here, even though I do suck at him. Little girl, overpowered, takes no skill whatsoever. Do I hate playing her? No. But is she the best in the world? Not really. Nightmare. His ability is boring and he's weak as balls. Bottom. Weeping Clown. Never played him. Not even once. In fact, I've barely even seen him in games, so I don't know the full extent of his abilities. He seems like forward, but less fun, because you have less control over what you're doing, at least from what I've seen. So I'll put him down here. Anyways, that's my tier list. Like I said, the only reason I'm doing this is because I want to compare now from when after I'm done A for effort. So here we have it. Just as a reminder, this is based on like enjoyability when playing them. Doesn't necessarily mean they're the strongest. Like, yes, Joker is at the top, but does that mean he's stronger than Axe Boy? No, I think Axe Boy is a very strong character. He's just not that fun to play, in my opinion. Thanks for watching. This video is probably gonna be a pain in the ass to edit. Anyways, bye-bye!